Bring your lunch pails, fellas. I need to see that workman attitude today. We gotta get better today. What I want to know is, who's ready to get better? I'm ready to work today. You ready to work? You ready to work? All right, then let's see it. Let's get out there and do it.
Here we go. Wide. What do you think? Here we go. Wide. What do you think? Here we go. Wide in. What do you think? Here we go. Wide in. What do you think? Here we go. What do you think? Here we go. Wide in. What do you think? Here we go. Wide in. What do you think? Here we go. Wide in. What do you think? Here we go. Wide in. What do you think? Here we go. Wide in. What do you think? Here we go. Wide in. What do you think? Here we go. Wide in. What do you think? Here we go. Wide in. What do you think? Here we go. Wide in. What do you think? Here we go. What do you think? Here we go. Wide in. What do you think? Here we go. Wide in. What do you think?
It's time to pick it up. Let's go for gold.
Hey, man, that was great. I mean, you had a great day today. You taking the first step towards success in this league. But don't fall back and get lazy. There's more steps ahead, so you gotta keep it up.
Here we go. Wide up. What do you think? Here we go. Wide in. What do you think? Here we go. Wide in. What do you think?
This is it. We are going for gold.
Hey, you know what, man? That was pretty dang good. And you know what's really scary? It gets me even more excited. We're only scratching the surface of our potential. This team has so much power. So just keep pushing, and we're gonna get to that next level.
Here we go. What do you think? Here we go. Wide in. Wide in. Here we go. Wide in. Wide in. Here we go. Wide in. Wide in. Here we go. Wide in. Here we go. Wide in. Wide in. Here we go. Wide in. Wide in. Here we go. Here we go. Wide in. Wide in. Here we go. Wide in. Wide in. Here we go. Wide in. Wide in. Here we go. Wide in. Here we go. Wide in. Wide in. Here we go. Wide in.
No pressure, but this is it. We are going for gold.
Hey, you know what, men? That was pretty dang good. And you know what's really scary? It gets me even more excited. We're only scratching the surface of our potential. This team has so much talent. So just keep pushing, and we're gonna get to that next level.
Here we go. Wide in. Here we go. Wide in. Wide in. Here we go. Wide in. Wide in.
Time is running out. This is it.
Wide in.
We go for gold.
Hey, you know what, men? That was pretty dang good. And you know what's really scary? It gets me even more excited. We're only scratching the surface of our potential. This team has so much talent. So just keep pushing, and we're gonna get to that next level.
Here we go. Wide in. Wide in. Here we go. Wide in. Wide in.
All right, this is for all the marbles. This is for gold.
Hey, man, that was great. I mean, you had a great day today. You taking the first steps towards success in this league. But don't fall back and get lazy. There's more steps ahead, so you got to keep it up.
We are just inside the Beltway, about 10 miles east of the Capitol Dome as we come to you from FedEx Field here in Landover. A few minutes ago, it sounded like the 4th of July on the National Mall as the hometown Redskins were introduced to this sold-out crowd. They are set to go as their guys will match up with Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
Here we go.
Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Here we go. Wide eight.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Tight dog, tight dog, tight dog. He's coming, he's coming, he's coming.
Here's the man who's led the league in rushing twice in 3 seasons, Ezekiel Elliott. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Of course, remember last week, week number 1, quite the opener for him. NFC Offensive Player of the Week.
And he does not want to be a flash in the pan. He wants to have that type of a game each and every week. Let's see if he can get a second award in week 2 of the season.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. From the pistol, here's Elliott. And right away, he lost the football. And the Redskins scoop it. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
Redskins with their first trip to the red zone thus far. They've got it first and goal at the 7. Now the second year back from LSU, it's Darius Geis. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll bring up a second and goal.
10-yard line.
Big stop, let's go.
Switch it, switch it, switch it. Come on, switch it.
48, look, hey, we're going to make the 48 right now. Come on. Hey, watch this flat.
Second down, Haskins eluding the pressure right. He's got it. That catch good for 8, but still, it's third and goal now. The line of scrimmage is the 2 here on third and goal.
Check.
On the ground, Geis. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Darius Geis, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Extra point good by Hopkins. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. They moved the ball over 50 yards between this play and the last one. For Zeke, one of first 3 years he's had in the NFL. Last year, his second rushing title, 1,434 yards. Not as many as 1,631 that he had as a rookie, but still his yards per game average was the best in the National Football League. A run for Tony Pollard, the Memphis product. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Tony Pollard with his first career NFL touchdown as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is taken at his 4.
Let's go. Let's go.
Over first and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Watch the screen.
Here's Geis. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Haskins will throw. He gets it in the hands of Geis. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. It's a first down for the Redskins on a pickup of 11.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Ready? Mike 48. Silver. Man left. 3 down. Once more. Check 37. Check 37.
They go play action here on first down. He'll get this to his speedster, Paul Richardson. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Washington Redskins, first down. First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10. On first down, it's Haskins. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up second and 10.
Hatchet. Show it up. Hold. 48.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Haskins. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. Jordan Reed was the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws, somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better that it hits the ground, instead going to an opposite color jersey.
3rd down, here's Haskins. And he finds McLaurin. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 18.
The catch, deservedly so, is going to get a lot of credit, but even more so because there's a defender there ready to make a play.
Yeah, just flat out muscled on that one. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 18-yard line.
7-7, our score after 1. 2nd quarter now from our nation's capital, and it's the Redskins in possession of the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. Geis with the carry on 2nd down. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6. Looking to throw, Haskins. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They converted twice on 3rd down that drive already, but couldn't make it a 3rd. We always talk about in-game adjustments. How about what the defense did there, able to shut them down on that attempt.
And Hopkins' kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
The tackle by Matthew Ioannidis. He's already fumbled once in this game, and I thought the ball started to jostle there a little bit, but they got to him quickly at the line of scrimmage.
They sure did, and remember, if you're not a very confident runner and you've already dropped it once, if there's traffic around you, the only thing you think about is protecting the football, not gaining yards.
56.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Prescott. On a crossing route, he hits his man, Amari Cooper. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards, a 1st down.
Cowboys 1st down.
Tight down. There you go. 36. Alert flat.
A 1st down carry by Elliott. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. Moving backwards on first down, never a good thing. What does that do for the mindset on second down?
Well, it changes your play call, definitely, because as a play call, you're advancing yourself thinking, okay, we're going to get a gain here. Now you've got to go back in reverse, come up with something to pick up not just the yardage lost, but gain a few extra.
Well, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Monte Nicholson picks it. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
From the 31, Haskins, quick hitch, complete. It's Richardson. And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way, lost yardage.
No, for some reason it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you can move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized, executed well, and you caused a lost yardage play. That's going to feel good and look great in film.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here.
Watch the safety creep. Check. Fresno. Go.
From the gun, Haskins on 3rd down. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
One of the selling points of the corner route is usually the receiver is able to move away from the defender. But in this case, he didn't get that far away.
Geis, they'll try to run it. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season. Second down and goal. Haskins. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. And this is going to wind up a safety. So give 2 points to the defense. They were in hot pursuit there, and in the end, they force him out of bounds.
You just wondered how he was going to get out of this one, Brandon. We saw him painting himself into a corner, and finally has nowhere to go but out the side of the end zone.
This is fielded at the 7.
Good work, boy. Let's go. Let's go.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They have to be pleased with the way that they've moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
Haskins looking to throw on first down. Flushed it, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Defensive end DeMarcus Lawrence applied the heat.
Well, that's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a second one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done.
Under 10. 10. No. Off. Bang, 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 bang.
Now Haskins to throw it. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down. That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way, a dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense, because when he's doing that kind of work, it really hurts you on the back end.
And even though it's an incompletion there, I think they're going back to that well. Now he's going to send this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
So on fourth down, the Redskins will call on Tress Way to punt it away. Back deep for the Cowboys, Tavon Austin. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away.
The Cowboys take over first down 10
Let's go.
at their own 39-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Pull it together.
Let's go 47.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Here's Prescott. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Chris Jones to punt it away.
is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says,
into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
So first thing that crossed my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
Prescott to throw it. Pass it. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Redskins scoop it. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
I'm scared. Check nickel, nickel, nickel. 49, check 49, check 49. Big ass, big ass, big ass.
Following the turnover, it's Haskins. He's going to throw one up for the end zone. And this is taken in for a Redskins touchdown. Paul Richardson in the final seconds of the first half. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. And just before the half ends, the prayer is answered defensively. A disaster there.
I know often we're surprised when this actually works. I mean, the excitement level goes way up, but maybe we shouldn't be, because I know as a defender, you've got to play the ball in this situation, but you can't interfere with the receiver because, remember, it's a spot foul, and it'd be first and goal if it happens in the end zone, and you don't want to give up that play. And that little bit of hesitancy often works really well for offensive guys.
At their own 25-yard line.
Now, this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D. Deuce, 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 deuce.
Here we go, go to 54, go to 50, 26.
Final play of the half. Prescott. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Redskins in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Get ready.
At their own 22-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice.
And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. DeMarcus Lawrence able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the third quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go into the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
To try again after the sack. Haskins, middle of the field, he's got McLaurin. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for third down.
17 yards on the play. It's now third down.
Mike 48. Zoom, zoom. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping.
Haskins on third down. And that will be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. Elliott on first down going absolutely nowhere as he'll lose about 3 on the play. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
At the 25-yard line.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. They go to Elliott again. 3 yards is the pickup, but it leaves them still needing 11 here on 3rd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Prescott. Lets it fly deep for Cobb. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a 1st down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up 4th. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and give these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. Now a pass hauled in downfield. 20! Touchdown, Washington! Braxton Miller. 76 yards. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go. Look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Here we go, 46, 46.
34, 33. And let's get this.
26.
Throwing. Prescott. Over the middle, Amari Cooper. It's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
First down, Dallas.
Here we go, 20. There we go, going to 53.
Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Check.
There we go, going to 53. 26.
Prescott on first down. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the all-pro corner, Josh Norman. Intended that time for Cooper.
I'm not sure, Brandon, we've seen a sloppier played game this year for a team on offense. Turn it over 4 times and expect to win? No chance whatsoever. And look, I have no idea what the ratio is about turning over 4 times and how that correlates to winning or losing, but I'll guarantee you, it's not very good.
And the drive begins with a run by Geis. He'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Get him. Get him. .48 Mike. 48 Mike. Here we go. Here we go. Jam.
Now Haskins to throw on 2nd down. On the right side, this is Miller. And he's got this down to the 35. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Watch the pass. Sponge. Short. No. Mike 48. Hey, we got to get this stop here, D. Alert 3.
Now Haskins on 1st down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Richardson. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. 27 yards there, a 1st down.
Complete to Paul Richardson. 1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
And what can they do here on 2nd and goal? 3 red zone trips so far have yielded 2 touchdowns and a field goal.
3 down. Hey, check. 3 down. Rush in.
On the ground, it's Geis. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man.
Here we go. Let's bring it. Let's get it.
On 2nd and goal, Haskins. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Terry McLaurin with his first career NFL touchdown as his guys continue to pour it on. Hopkins with the extra point, and that will extend this big lead.
Redskins 40, Cowboys 7.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, "Wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys."
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Here we go, 47.
Hot seven. Oh, yeah. And here,
Gun.
Here we go again.
26.
To throw is Prescott. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. It's Quentin Dunbar with a pick. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Following the penalty, it's Geis. Oh, he breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. Well, that looked like an example of what you said back in the first half. A running back of his size can really wear down a defense. I think he's starting to do that.
I think you're exactly right. And know what else he's doing? He's inspiring the rest of his team because they see this starting to happen as well. So that means they're going to redouble their efforts to help him out. Extra blocking, getting downfield, helping him out.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
This is Geis. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and goal.
Ready? 18 Gator. 48's the mic. Come on, D. That's it. Mike 48. Zip it. Hey, watch the slant. Put it right.
Now they'll look to Haskins to throw it. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
When you got your backs in the shadow of your goal line, you've got to be physical in that situation because there's not a whole lot of space, not a lot of wild plays that can be run there.
It's put up or shut up time. Defensively, nice job just to make sure they didn't complete it on that play. Well, they've been so good on third down all day long. Can they convert another here on third and goal?
Man up, D. Check 9, check 9. Check 26, check 26. Shoot, shoot. Hey, I got it.
On third and goal, Haskins. And it's caught. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, his second touchdown of the afternoon as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Extra point good by Hopkins. And the lead will swell by one more.
47, Cowboys 7.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And oh, that is going to be a safety. Things are just going from bad to worse now. It's a safety that does them in here, and that is one frustrated offensive unit.
They can't get out from under their own shadow right now. I mean, I know this is the NFL, but could you imagine a college crowd right now? Imagine what they'd be doing. They'd be chanting, "Start the bus," because they think this one is over.
So after that safety, now a free kick situation forthcoming as they punt it away from the 20. And it's taken in at the 9. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out. But for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
And the Washington Redskins, first down. First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for first and 10.
Watch the edge. Check 31, check 31. Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
Throwing now, Haskins on first down. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. DeMarcus Lawrence able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Redskin football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away.
Tight dog, tight dog, tight dog.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Haskins. Throw to the right here, taken in by McLaurin. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Good yardage after the catch as that play good for 30 and a first.
and 10 at the 21-yard line.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
He's coming, he's coming, he's coming. We got double up, double up. Hey, switch gears, switch right.
Haskins going to try to throw it. This to McLaurin out on the left side. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
You can't block me. You can't block me.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Haskins. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Well, they get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
And it's 3rd down.
Hey,
There we go. Wide 8. There we go. Going to 54. Wide 8.
now, we ain't beginning to tear you up. Don't get
Here
nervous.
we go. 46. Here we go. 26.
Now Prescott. Off the edge, the sack by Matt Ioannidis.
A loss of 6 yards. Another 3 and out.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Washington, they make amends for their Week 1 loss by winning their home opener. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Cowboys, they will fall to 1-1, and they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So that's a wrap. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. It's a win for the Redskins as we say so long from FedEx Field.